we go again. I know I said it before, but I'ma say it again. It's G Lew, D West on that digital G shit. Just like Corrupted, we coming to freak this. Just like Heathcliff, I'm a cool cat. In a doggy dog world, why must I be like that? I don't know why, seems like gotta stay fly. And after so many years in the game, I'm still that guy. All these haters try, but they still can't see G. Started from the bottom, now I stand like 6 feet tall. Couldn't wait my chance to ball. Went from banging in the halls to slanging 8 balls. Then I got the call. It's time to take this shit to another level, so I had to fall back. Now I'm on track to be the hood's best ever. And I knew in due time shit would get better. Now I'm on the grind like 20 years later. 20 albums deep and I'm 20 times greater. D West on the beat and I'm on a crossfader. This is how it's supposed to sound when you a player. And that's how you supposed to frown when you a hater. Looking all mad cause you fucked up your paper.
Hey, yo, what up? Welcome to the return of Let's Talk About It with your homie G Lew. Shout out to my homeboy Big D, keeping it real. Who will be here, should be here now. You know what I mean? What up, everyone in the chat? Let's run it. Yeah, he's here now. Shout out to Big D, keeping it real. I'm G Lew. Shout out to JoJo in the chat. What up, JoJo? Don't forget November 18th, me and JoJo coming together for a big old celebration. Shout out to DD Hairston, my producer. Shout out to the homie Telly Savalas and everyone else in the chat. Welcome back to Let's Talk About It with the homie Big D G Lew. Let's kick it off like this. Do we not have audio? Okay. I'm not hearing anything. Okay.
Hit me.
Product of the 99.
Saludos, everyone. What up? Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Talk About It. We got the return of my homeboy, Big D, keeping it real.
What's up, my people, man? What's popping, everybody? It's good to be back right here on the G Lew Show. I am your co-host, Big D, from the YouTube channel, Big D Keeping It Real. And welcome back, everybody, man. It's been a minute, but, you know, it hasn't been too long, man. So I just appreciate everybody that's in the house right now. Shout out to House of Tattoos, JoJo, Eastside Paramount Joker. It's good to see you, Sister DD. And everybody that's going to swing on by, just like the intro says, man, you better ask your mama, you better ask your grandma, you better ask your daddy, because parental discretion is advised right here in this loop. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
What's popping, people? What's popping?
Hey, man, first and foremost, no glasses tonight. Hey, first and foremost, good to see you, homeboy. Glad you're back. You know what I mean? Outside, as they would say, man. I know you've been doing some things, getting some, things together in life and personal and family and everything, spiritual, you know what I mean? And the homie is back, the homie Big D. So it's only right we came back. Well, let's talk about it on a Tuesday. Good evening, D. Talk to the people, homie.
On a Tuesday, man. First of all, man, seasons are changing right now, man. For most of y'all, you already know we're going into the fall. And just like life is, man, it hits you, man. There's seasons every time. So, the seasons are changing right now. And I'm excited to be back, to tell you the truth. So, shout out to, like I said, G Lew, man. Big shout out to him. It wouldn't be no other way, man. Returning back, on the screen, on the YouTube channel, man. Just been busy, just like G Lew has said. Just trying to duck and move, man. Get behind the scenes. The law is always up to no good, man. Chasing you and you know what I'm saying. But Big D's be behaving. You know what I'm saying. So. But anyways, man, just like I said, we're just like the good old times, man, and we're just here just to make a statement, and so let's run it.
Let's run it, homie. Let's run it.
All right, man. This way we're gonna start it off, man.
Go ahead. Also, let them know too. Eventually, once we we get everything off, we'll as we normally do, open up the phone lines, and anyone can call in and talk about it, because that's what we do. We talk about it, homie. So that's the number. Lock it in. We'll post it back shortly, but that's what's up right there. Go ahead, Big D.
Yeah, make sure you guys get that number and dial in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's open to the public, man. We ain't no strangers. We're all family, right? As you guys can see, Black and Brown still working together, man. We're looking out for each other. And I just want to say, appreciate that, Pops. Me and you have been in communication. It's been going down. I don't share too many things with other individuals and so forth, man. We family. And like I said, it's been a roller coaster, man. But anyways, let's talk about some real stuff, man. Let's talk about some sports first. Man. About those Raiders, baby.
Oh, man. Come on, dude.
Let's talk about it, baby. You know what I mean? You never know when you get hit. That's right.
Nothing to talk about there. Shout out to the Bengals, though. The Bengals pulled it out last night. Shout out to the Bengals, homie.
Bengals pulled it out, man. It's like a Super Bowl rematch. You know what I'm saying? You know how the Super Bowl was a couple years ago. We were the end of the stick of it. But, referees keep on doing their job, quote unquote, refereeing the game. Just let the game be played. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. If I want to hit 1,000 yards in 1 week, then let me get it, man. Stop hating. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's been excited, man. We've got a couple events coming up. I don't know how many of you guys are excited for the Canelo fight that's coming up this
Saturday. Big fight. I'm ready for that, man. Shout out to Canelo and Charlo. You know what I mean? Should be a good fight.
Charlo, so yeah. The sports are in, man. Big D likes to tap in with sports. G Lew. We do a little bit of everything. We're custom. It's how you make us and how we deliver to you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure do us a favor. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and make sure you guys share. Our channels, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm your co-host, Big D, from the Big D Keeping It Real channel. There's my boy right here, Pops. On the other side, man, and we be banging. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Speaking of your channel, are you back on effect on Big D? I seen you go live a couple of days ago. So we coming back with the sports. What are we doing with Big D's channel?
We do a little bit of everything, man. Like I said, last year I was doing Let's Pick 'em. A lot of people were into that. It gives a chance to everybody to come in, all the NFL fans, football fans come in and go out there and throw your setup in the air, basically, man. Like I said, we got Raider fans, we got Bengal fans, Steeler fans in the house, Dallas fans. I see you out there, sending mines. Nay Love, you know what I mean? My wife,
Hey, the Cowboys. Shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out, yeah. I see the Steelers, yeah, Chiefs, yeah, you guys won.
I'm sorry, we don't have Kelsey or Taylor Swift in the house, but maybe you never know. They might just tap in, the hot topic right now of sports, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But hey, give you the closest. I'll give you Big D and the G Lew show, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking on that Kelsey and Taylor Swift, that she's about to blow him up big time. She was all up in the booth, you know what I mean? He's about to have a lot of new Chiefs fans, I see, because of Taylor and Kelsey's about to be a star. He's already kind of a star, but he's about to be superstar now.
Right.
Taylor Swift.
Right. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you'd be surprised what activities and who you run with and what kind of, who you connect with, man. You got a pop star singer connected with an NFL star, a football player. Homegirl says she don't know one thing about football, and a lot of us don't either, to tell you the truth, man. A lot of us just wing it. Especially a lot of our wives, what I'm saying? They just support us because we watch it on Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays, what I'm saying? It's a whole year-round thing, to tell you the truth, man. Yeah, it's half a year professionally, but the other half is all about training, right? The other half is all about signing, moving around, trying to get in where you fit in, just like a lot of us do, So, we're big sports fans out here. Like I said, shout out to my Raiders. Say there's some changes that need to be still be.
And still, we look like the same team, bro. Like you changed our car, but it still looks the same to me. I don't know.
And it's pretty funny, man. Like you make some changes in life. That's what it's all about, in life, sometimes we got to change things, man, and sometimes it's not a good change or a bad change, but hey, never be afraid to make changes in your life, man. If they're bad, they continue the way they are, just, hey, make it acceptable and keep changing them till you get it right. And
be afraid to start over. Never be afraid to start over or start something
Never
fresh.
Be afraid to start over. And to tell you the truth, that's the way I was, to tell you the truth, man. Shout out to some of the people that I reached out, and you were one of them. And I was going through that type of season, to tell you the truth, man. Neighborhood got involved, with some certain things, man, and it was crazy, man. Everything was rolling, man. We were doing our thing, and I'll talk about. Let's talk about this a little bit, man.
Go ahead, bro.
I'll tell you a little bit that what's been going down with y'all people. You know what I'm saying? I'll be transparent with you the best as I can. Please don't ask any other questions unless I, comfortable with, or respect, what I've been saying. Please don't come out. Hey, well, what about this? What about that? Because I've been seeing a few channels talk about what's been going on, some good and some bad, to tell you the truth. But hey, people are going to do what they're going to do to get their views, and they're going to do what they could do, where they think they could talk about it. But if you're not in the game, or you're not in the mix, and you don't belong to a certain organization or this part of the field, you shouldn't be saying anything at all, especially if you don't have your truth or your facts right. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, but anyways, no hard feelings, man. I'm a big boy. I get a little upset here and there, but just to know that, hey, I'm back and we're doing our thing. That's a positive thing, right? But anyways, let me hit you on this note. A couple months ago, the neighborhood, got hit with the federal indictment, man. And, if you're involved in social media, you put yourself out there, just the way, these federal indictments went down, man. I was on there. I didn't know what was going on. And actually, I got hit up by a relative, like around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And this individual came. He was all like, hey, bro, what's going on, man? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's all, you haven't heard? And I was just like, nah, I haven't heard anything. What's going on? So to make a long story short, he's all, check this out, pop on your local news. And this individual is over there in San Diego County. So I'm tripping, right? And I was just like, well, how do you know? And I don't, what I'm saying? I'm part of the Legion, man. I'm part of organization back then, I want you guys to understand, we're always going to be involved with a certain organization that we're in from the beginning, right? You can never take that away from you, man, especially if you're all tatted down, you got a criminal record, so forth, whatever. But, a lot of us, we survive and we make it out the trenches, man, we're blessed. Like Ice Cube says, today was a good day, man. You take one day at a time, don't live any faster than what it is. Just let life come to you, man. Just cruise with it, I know it's still early, but oldies rule forever. I want to dedicate a song, straight up, by Zapp and Roger. This hits everybody, man. If you're Chicano, Black, Southern California, or California at all, this song has been, helping me out through this journey. Besides God and my family, and my friends, all right, it's gonna be all right, all right. So that's the way it's been, man. So I have family. Thank God for the wifey, man. Being really moral and supportive, to tell you the truth, man. And with God's spirit and all everybody's prayers, man. I had to shut everything down for a minute, man. Because the feds don't play, man. I found myself being like Al Capone. I even found myself like being like Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump got hit with the federal indictment and so forth, man. So, make sure you guys, I'm not with the Republican Party. I'm not with the Democrat.
Hey, that's your boy, though. What'd you think? Now, we ain't even gonna get on that. Not right now.
Party, people.
Go ahead. Keep it. We ain't gonna go there.
Go ahead, Pops. I know you want to say.
I don't want to go there, dog. Let's keep it with the what we're on.
Well, we about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
but I let DD did that the other week. That shit was like, ooh, I don't even like talking about that type of stuff. Go ahead, bro.
Right. We can't talk about it here too much, but swing over to my channel, maybe we can, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm going to tell your daddy, go tell your grandma,
it ain't even about no being scared. I just don't like, because it goes everywhere. People start, people have their own, and it gets into an art like it, people, politics and religion, homie, it could go left, bro. That's all I'm.
It does, man. That and religion, like you said.
Yeah,
man.
Those two topics are sensitive, bro. You know what I mean?
It could go sideways real quick, man. I was even
believe what they believe, and they're gonna stand on that. You know what I mean? So, it's hard to get
a train of thought. Yeah. It's crazy, man. But like I said, man, last year or a couple years ago, man, there was a cruel action that was, somebody that was, I didn't know the individual personally, but he was part of, my set. And years later, you got to understand, man, there's generations after generations, right? The thing don't stop, you know what I mean? We got to be very transparent, be honest with ourselves sometimes, man, is that, gangs ain't going nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like anything else, man. That's just the way it is. That's the way it was. And that's the way it's always going to be. With that being said, I would like to, make sure that, we got to reach out to our youth, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no future in it, like they said, man. Ain't no future in it.
Ain't no future in it, homie. Well, ain't no future in it. Hey, but look, real talk, because the youth are the ones that are getting targeted the most. Sometimes now as adults, even though we come from that life, we're kind of removed from that. We're doing our thing, living our life. We have life to worry about. But the youngsters are the ones still in it, and you hear about the ones still getting shot or getting new charges or like you say, RICOs or indicted or you know what I mean? It's the youngsters still, like you said, some people may think because we're older, the gangs ain't what they used to be. There's nothing going on. No, it is going on. You may not just see it. And the youngsters are the main ones, being affected. You know what I mean? Like people are getting shot. Like I heard Nate say her family, it's a lot of youngsters. They're all young too, getting this time, homie, and being victims out here. You know what I mean? So we got to talk about it, Big D. So go ahead. And also I want to speak on your thing with your neighborhood, homie. Do you think, I heard someone else was speaking on this, do you think that came on the heels also of what happened about a year ago when we had the incident with the law enforcement, unfortunately, you know what I mean? You think they have a sore spot still for your neighborhood because of that?
Yeah. Well, you got to understand, man, these the brutal action that happened between two sides of the party, right? Nobody won on that side, man. There was 3 people that were killed in one day. And when you're dealing with police officers or federal agents or whatever, man, and when they find not just one, being passed, but you got 2 in one day, I mean, that just was a shell shock, to tell you the truth, man. And it's just like, I was even surprised, like, whoa, am I part of that organization? Well, I am. And that's what we're talking about. See, it never goes away. You know what I'm saying? We always represent. I could say to you, a lot of times you represent the bricks and your songs and so forth, this and that. But it's not to exploit it to, now I think within our age, it's just where we came from. You know what I'm saying? That's what we lived. At that time, I didn't know. If you would have came back and hit me and arrested me with the federal RICO and I would have got busted, I would have said F it. But now through the transition, I made it out through the trenches. I think me and you are survivors with, that's called, man. We've been shot, we've been busted. We've been violated in many ways, man. We're actually survivors. So that's the best ways to reach other individuals. You know, you got to live it first. You got to understand it. I never have been to prison. Shit, I thought I was going to jail for a long time when I heard about this, man, you know? And like I said, it had to do was that I was in social media. So, you know, just to hit that and feel that and to, you know, get, you know, maybe some repercussions because of it, you know, I was just like, man, well, you know how they say, man, you know, the past sometimes catches up to you, man. And
also, let me add this, because, you know, what up, Denise? We're on YouTube now, and a lot of people, I think we're starting to realize now. I think before people were taking a lot of it for granted, but you're seeing a lot of this YouTube stuff and people putting too much out there. You know, everyone want to be extra and all this. It's coming back to haunt them. You know what I mean? We're having a lot of situations now where this stuff is catching up with a lot of people we know personally, even. I mean, that's been affected, hurt, you know, killed, shot. You know, a lot of shit has happened affecting. So I understand your stance on, like you said, even though no matter how far you have had to do with it, that's your neighborhood. You know, you took the stance of being safe, homie. And because a lot of this stuff is getting real right now. You see that now. A lot of your favorite YouTube or people you thought were, you know what I mean? It's a lot going on right now. People are having to kind of break that shit down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly, man. And that's another thing too, you know, just like I said, you know, I had other during that process. Let me go back to this before I start speaking on other terms and stuff, you know. But during that, like I said, I had my YouTube channel prior before this incident happened, a year and some months later, you know what I'm saying? And then after, so, you know, boom, next you know, this happened, boom. So, you know, people are pretty smart. You know, when you're out there doing your thing, man, you know, whether, you know, you're still out there active, like you said, doing drugs or whatever you're trying to do, trying to play both sides of the party, or whatever it is. You know, we all knew, or you should know that, hey, there's consequences and there's a repercussions for it. So, you know, by me thinking like, well, I don't do this and I don't do that, you know what I mean? Everything'll be all right. Oh, I didn't hear nothing like 8 months later, you know, I thought it was gonna be watered under the bed, you know what I mean? Just watered under the bridge. Boom, like I said, going back to what I said, got a call 6:30 in the morning from a relative. Yo, what's going on? You heard about this and that. You got a YouTube channel. If I were you, you know what I mean? Cut it. You know, we need to cut it. You know, oh, shout out to OT Genesis, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it felt, man. So, you know, I checked it out. Me and the old lady at 6 o'clock in the morning, boom, I was getting ready for work. I said, oh my God, you know what I mean? This is not real, man. This is not real. We're gonna keep it real. It's gonna be more realistic than anything. Because now I gotta look at the things that I fought for in life. Now I gotta look at the things that I try to change in my life. And now I gotta look at things that I got a family, I got a wife, I got a daughter that I still gotta raise. And it's crazy because, like I said earlier, sometimes things will haunt you. The old past, man, you know, come try to get you. You never know what's going to happen in life. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, one day it leads to another. Like I said, there's seasons that are changing right now. Now we're going into the fall, and that's just the way it is, man. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to move on to my next season, you know, because I just went through a transition to a little season. And, you know, a lot, you know, and it was very daunting. Was I scared? Not scared for me. I was more scared for my family. I was going to leave my wife out here, you know, who knows, federal, you know, I'm going to do 90% of the time if, you know, God forbid, you know. My daughter's still young. She's not even 18. And through all the success, they both graduated. You know, my daughter's working. She's now in college. And now I'm going to be stuck with this, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we got to say, for all you youngsters that are out there, be careful with the choices that you do, the decisions that you make. You know what I mean? They may not catch up to you then, but they will catch up to you, you know, later on in life, man, you know? You know, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, side note, speaking on the situation with your neighborhood, were you able to speak to the homie or anyone and you know, how are things? You know what I mean? Aside from, you know,
right.
You know, what we want to speak about, what is good? You know what I mean? Is there any good out of anything?
Well, you know, during that, you know, what happened, like I said, man, there's nothing really good that came out of it, to tell you the truth. Everybody's on just like, you know, like on alert, should I say. I won't even say they're scared or anything like that because, you know, you're scared to go to church. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way my homies just roll, man, you know. At that time, the homie went out, did his thing, and he wasn't scared then, you know. But it's crazy how one person that's not even here, to tell you the truth, man. You know, shout out to the other channel. What's that channel, Pops? The one you sent me? You know, they were talking. They had a good illustration.
Street TV, the homie Alex Alonzo, Street TV, used to be streetgangs.com. Yeah. They had a great conversation on that. That's what made me ask you about that because that sparked it. And like, yeah, that makes sense why they would even target you guys in the first place, you know?
There was a few channels that came out, right, and they were speaking about it, to tell you the truth, man, you know? And like I said, one of the channels that came out, man, he shouldn't be saying nothing at all. As a matter of fact, that channel is not even up right now. He's suspended or whatever. You know, I'm not mad at the individual, you know, but be careful what you say, man, you know?
Right. That's an example.
If you're in it for the game, yeah. You know?
That's another example of what I was saying. Like, a lot of that stuff is coming back in a bad way. You know what I mean? People with the wrong intentions.
Right.
You know, yeah.
How are you going to speak on something that you don't even know? You're not even from the area. Either that myself, you're not even associated with the group that you started with. You're affiliated with another group. I'm not judging.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, you know what I learned now? Like they say, it's all about content. So people will do whatever for content. That's what it's about, bro. I learned this now. I was like, okay,
right,
I got it.
But excuse my French, I don't do that shit, bro. You know what I mean? We don't do that shit right here, dude.
I don't either. We don't do that.
I was born and raised in California, man. Saying, well, we had a lot of conversations, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Where we talking about discuss, hey, me and we have a lot of similarities, right? And I have a lot of similarities with a lot of people, you know, in the chat and along the way with the YouTube world, man. You know, and like you were speaking earlier, a lot of these people that I've been following for the last 2 years and now, look where they're at now. You know, a lot of them have went left and a lot of them went right. But me up to this day, and you yourself and all the other channels that are keeping it real, you know, stay on the narrative, man. You know, stay on the positive, you know. Stay on the narrative that, hey, you know what I mean? That family is everything, that God is number one, that, hey, even though you don't like, you know what I mean, when it comes to politics and everything, there's politics in everything we do. You know
no. Yeah, I didn't mean it that way.
You're going to be left out.
I just meant I didn't want to go there right now because I wanted us to stay on what we were talking about. That's all, because I know where that can go. But we're not scared of it, and we're going to talk about it. But yeah, to piggyback off of what you said, Big D, I agree exactly, and we're just not going to do that. We're going to stay solid. Hey, It's like Nipsey used to say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we don't care if we don't blow up right now and have all the crazy numbers, because a lot of those people that had that, you know, a lot came back to bite them in the ASS. So I'm cool on that. You know what I mean? We're in for the long haul. You know, we're going to keep it solid though and keep it real, like my homie Big D. Shut what up? Yep.
And everybody else, and like that's what I'm saying, man. Be careful, you know, who you associate with. Be careful, you know, color's not even involved, man. People are people, to tell you the truth, man. You know what I mean? And they, you know, make sure you understand people and their narrative, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people's like, hey, what's your narrative? What's your motive, to tell you the truth, man? Because back then I knew what my motive was all about. It was about doing the bad things, and that's what I'm trying to say. Through all of that, we think we could get away with things in life. But when somebody else's, you know, faults come up, it could be a repercussion of what you did in the past. And not to say that Big D was a bad boy then, because everybody knows I was a good boy. You could take me home to mama. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? But what I do after when I leave your house, that's a different story. Because, you know, the girls in the Whittier are prettier, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the city of Whittier, baby, you know? But shout out to the homies, you know what I'm saying? But you know that part, Pops. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We could go cruising all night, man, doing our own thing. But, hey, like I said earlier, man, this thing could come and bite you in the ass. So let me reflect a little bit more on what I was saying. So got the call. It's all over the news. You know, you guys, I don't want to go out. You guys go check it out yourself. You put Quiet Village Gang, you're going to see everything. Okay? It went down. People got hit. People, you know, my prayers go out to all the homies that are out there, man, doing their thing. And just like, you know, and just like that other channel with that Street TV, man, they said it perfectly, man. You know, nobody was a winner in that when that incident happened that day or whatever. You know, 3 people got killed. You know, not only did the police officers got killed, my homie got killed too. Okay, I could say homie because, you know, I didn't know the individual at all. I went to the funeral, to the wake, and everything, but you know, I was out to show respect. Okay, so if any police officers, feds still micromanaging, looking at my stuff, I just went there out for respect. You know, you go out there, I'm not gang banging, I'm not doing my thing, you know. That's not my time no more. My era has passed, you know. And don't try to get me on something that, you know, I've done 20 years that you still can't prove, you know what I'm saying? But I was a good boy, man. I didn't do that.
Hey, Big D, was that an older homie or a younger homie from your neighborhood?
Younger generation, man, you know, younger generation and so forth. You know, you got to understand, man. People always say, well, what happened to the generations, man? What happened to this? What happened to that? Well, you know, a lot of the older homies, it's hard to school these youngsters, man. When you're isolated, locked up, put away, just like a father, if he's separated from his kids or anything, you ain't gonna get that kind of structure. You ain't gonna get that time of that one-on-one time and how it should be, and it should be like this. There's not a lot of counseling, you know, about this. So you got a lot of new generations, the millennium kids, the Pepsi generation, you know, drinking Pepsi instead of freaking Mickey's. You know what I'm saying? Nah, just playing. But hey, you got to stay solid, man. And like I said, when the shit goes down, you better be ready, man. That's Cypress Hill right there, you know. And I wasn't ready for it, you know. I was just like, you know, was I scared? Like I said, I was more scared for my family. I was more scared for my daughter. I was more scared for my wife. I didn't want to leave them fatherless, husbandless, you know, why daddy's up there after all these years, you know, because my wife knows what I've been through, seen what I've been through, and my wife would testify. Well, you know, there's a fight between, you know, where you come from and where you find your peace and where you find your sorrow, you know. And I hate to tell you guys that, you know, a lot of it's been in my neighborhood. That's where I had a lot of memories, man, you know. That's who Big D's part is, you know. That's who I am, you know. But let me tell you, it's the good part, because I was mentored through the older homies, and I had to change my ways because of what the older homies were doing and their narrative, what they were preaching. And, you know, so you got to know how to wiggle in between that. You got to accept what's good and what's bad. You got to make your own lane. You know, you got to go through your own battles. You got to fight your own battles. And you don't have to go through the neighborhood. You don't have to be from a gang. You know, you don't have to know. It's just life. So to make a long story even shorter, you know, shut everything down. Homies, you know, everybody just, you know, hey, just, you know, we're quiet village, man. So everybody's keeping quiet. It's plain and simple. Right. And, you know, that's it, man, you know. So, but, you know, me, myself, you know, I miss this, man. You know, I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for your money. I'm not looking for, I'm trying to send a message, you know what I'm saying? No, and I'm trying to send the right message, because, you know, a lot of times, like as we've seen as of lately, you can send the wrong message, you know, and people follow that, you know, people like that BS, you know.
People like that's the problem. People like the BS, so the BS shines more than the real, or, you know, unfortunately, right?
And the truth, to tell you the truth.
But it always comes back in the end and bites you in the ass. So people fall for that, even the content creators and the people, you know, that are supposed to be real, they fall for that and chase that, homie. And then in the long run, though, it comes back and bites them, homie. So don't do that, man.
You know, don't do it, because, you know, it's just like, you know, you got to be able to tell what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying? And that's a sad thing, because a lot of these people, they come out from, you know, they come from solitude systems, you know what I'm saying? So they know how to BS, they know how to manipulate, they know how to wiggle, you know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at them either, because that's the lifestyle that they live, you know, but they put themselves there just like I did. So going back to what I'm saying, man, you know, things pop off. Things pop off, man. People got, you know, they're not here right now, and they're looking at some heavy charges. That's the most that I could say. So I just sat back. And what was a trip about that was that I just started my new job at this like a couple months ago, you know, like 3, 4, 5 months ago.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that. And to be honest with you, that's been steady, man. And that should be the real right there. You know, if you want to be steady in life, man, hold up your job, man. Raise your kids, you know, be a good husband, be a good boyfriend, be a good father, be a good mother. Because it's not just jail, you know, we got to appreciate life, man. It's about death, man. We could die one day. We could be here one day and gone tomorrow, man. And, you know, and like I said, man, you know, that right there is just everything, you know. Things can be taken away from you. That's the thing, you know. And we got to be careful, because a lot of us, we live in that type of fear. And you're probably going to say like, oh, wow, man, you know, you were living in fear and you say this and you say that. I'm only human, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big guy. I could carry myself, but the fear was not for me. The fear was the lack that if I'm back there, who in the hell is going to take care of my kid? Who in the hell is going to take care of my wife? There's a lot more that I have to do. You think that's solidarity because, you know, I might get a phone if God forbid, if I was in jail and I'm going to, oh, hey, I'm in prison right now. Hey, look at me. Oh, let me get all the views. That's a bunch of bullshit, man, you know? And a lot of people follow that narrative, man. And that's just like, you know, and that's what I'm trying to speak on right now, man. It was a wake up call for me too. So, you know, through all that, you know, a couple months have transpired. There's a transition that's going on, and we back, man. You know what I'm saying? We're back. So everything's all good.
Right.
You know, there's a lot more that's coming from me. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you guys tap into my channel, and we're about to do big things, man. Because, you know, when you could defeat or bypass, you know what I mean, the adversities or the challenges in your life, man, when you're doing some good things, man, you know, Not everybody, jail's not meant for everybody, man. Let me tell you that. And you think you want to go follow the person because they say this and say that, man. Let me tell you, it's just a fact to know. I'll tell you this, man. Whoever says they ain't scared of jail and this and that is a bunch of BS, man. I remember my first time going to county, man. I was scared shitless, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, but that's what you're trying to face. I think as youngsters, we want to go, but we know we fear it, but that's the fear you think you want to face, right? You get in there and get past that and understand, okay, this ain't where it's at, because it's not even about that anymore. It's just like that ain't where you want to be, man. You know what I mean? Around a bunch of other men, especially nowadays. Like, I would hate to be in the county at my, right now. Like, come on, dude, bunched up with a bunch of other grown. That's not it, bro.
You're talking about a 24, 25, 27-hour process. Back then they used to send you 9,500. I don't know if you guys all remember, man. That's an old county, baby. And that's 9,500, man. They squeeze you in the box like sardines, man. Smells like ass. You got to drop butt naked in front of you. I mean, you really gotta, you think you're gonna do what you're gonna do? No, they're gonna tell you what to do. And if it ain't the deputies, it's the homies. Trust me, man. And if you're a young fish and you're a young buck and you want to put in work and this and that, and you're going upstate and you prepare, by all means, I warned you. I think a lot of people have. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got you go in there and you're gonna go up with your chest up high, head up high. All right, you're gonna learn what count time is. And if you don't have tienda and you don't have family supporting you, I mean, those are the things that I was looking at. Who was gonna support me? Was I gonna put that burden on my wife, take away from her bread because of my stupid actions? Well, Big D, you didn't do nothing. But back then, shit follows you, man.
Yeah.
Same shit follows you, man. I know a lot of you guys know that. You know me, my bad.
It's like your family's doing time as well. When you do time, if you got family that even care, they're doing the time with you, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And
you can't really blame that on them and everybody else. Like I said, this thing could have really went south for me, to tell you the truth, man. Just to know that my door could have got kicked in and this and that. And, and like I said, man, even family members, looked at me, didn't want me around. And I had a talent like, hey, I've been coming here for a year already. This investigation's been going on for a whole year. All of a sudden, you're going to act like you don't know me? My own family. That's another thing. So they close your doors on you and they don't want nothing to do with you. Then you find out how people really are. Like, man, after all this, I wouldn't do that to you. This is the way how you're going to treat me? That's why Ice Cube said, I start this gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Hello. Right. It's just like, man, everybody says it for you. Everybody's with you. Everybody's to support you. But when the shit goes down, there ain't nobody there, man. And that's real talk right there, man. The only one that's there is your loved ones and God, bro. If you believe in that, to tell you the truth, man. So, through all that, I just been on the low pro, I've been communicating with you. You know that. I've been communicating with House. Shout out to the Crust. Just certain, there's good people on YouTube, man. Some really good people that are out there, man. Shout out to Denise Castillo. Shout out to DD Hairston.
Shout out to the round table. Make sure after we go off, you go over there and check the round table out tonight, 6:30. Jim Magana, Convicted Hearts.
Absolutely.
House and Denise will be there. Much love to them. Good people.
Good people, man. Great people, man. I had an opportunity to chill with some real people, man. Some real ones. And, that's the type of crowd, you can have your circle small, man. But if make sure the first people in your circle, man, there's some real ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Family, and like I said, I have family even like, hey, I don't want nothing to do with you. Like, oh man, really? It's a dishonoring thing to feel that, to tell you the truth. You feel like, man, that's the way, the devil particularly wants you to feel, like shameless, hopeless. You don't got nothing going after this, straight up. And for a couple of days, it felt like that, man. You just sit there waiting. You're just anticipating. But I'm not going to run because I heard certain individuals. I'm going to head for the border. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It was just crazy. It was a wild out time, man, But I said, I'm going to stick it out, man. I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm not going to show no fear, man. I'm going to stand my ground. And if they want to come for me, then they know where I live. Come knocking at my door, and we could do this like men, And that's the way I held it up. So other than that, the life's still going, man. Nobody else came knocking yet, and I'm not trying to say I got away with murder because, like I said, this whole thing, man, things could follow up and catch up to you, man. And, be careful what you say and what you do in all retrospect, to tell you the truth, because You never know, man. That's why, best way to live a straight line, man, is the best way to go from A to B is live a straight line, man. Live it to your best ability. If you got kids, think about your kids, man. You got a wife, think about your wife. If you got family, think about your family. You got a job, think about your job. You want a career, think about your career. There's so much other things than just implementing, just standing in a corner and just like, trying to knock somebody's head off, or just there's so much violence that's happening these days. It's just crazy, man.
You said it, but you said it best, D. The best thing that, especially if you've already been through this, with you're like Big D said earlier, a survivor of this life in any type of way, right? To whatever extent. The best way to live now is just to do right, homie. Just keep it clean. Live your life as if God was watching you.
Right. And that's crazy part, because that's what I've been doing this whole time, and it still fell in my lap. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Bible says don't count things strange, man. You know what I'm saying? Never say never in life. We talked about that, right? Never say, oh, I'm never going to do this. This is never going to happen to me. Oh, no, that never this, never that. If you're thinking like that, you're already losing. I'll tell you that right now, man. Oh, my daughter's never going to get pregnant. Oh, I'm never going to get a divorce. Oh, I'm never going to do this. Oh, you're already losing. You got to speak those things into reality. You got to do those positive things, man. If you want to be positive, speak positive things. Hang around with people that are positive. Surround yourself with people that will, encourage you, lift you up, help you up. Follow a YouTube channel that's inspirational. Yeah, if it's boring or this and that, find another one that you can connect. Because guess what? We're all hurting. There's a lot of us that are losing. A lot of us are not winning. There's a lot of us that are going to jail. You look at social media, there's a lot of garbage that's out there. I mean, I don't know what world you live in, but, it's just like, but that's where the balance is at. You know what I'm saying? There's people like us that create that balance. If I have to be behind a jail cell and start calling like everybody else, all right, Big D's on the channel, Fed Times with Big D, is that going to bring up the channel views and all that stuff because I'm behind prison? Is that going to make you change and make you think about certain things? Why can't you just think of that outside of prison? So much are caught up, I got to say something real quick, man, I'm going to change the narrative real quick. And this ain't no low blow to anybody and to all these prison channels that are out there, man, straight up. First of all, to tell you the truth, if you're a YouTube channel, man, and you're a prison channel, and you're from Southern California, a lot of us, if you shouldn't be talking about shit at all. You shouldn't be bringing up jail. You shouldn't be telling about jail. You shouldn't be all these narratives just because you lived it or know something of it, or you're a master of it or whatever. Protocol will tell you, rule number one, shut the freak up. You know what I'm saying? Did I go out there and say this and that when shit was happening? No. Now I could come out and say, hey, you know what? Things are happening. Hey, this is what it is. That's why you see other channels, these other states, they could talk about that. There's a different realm right here. The way the South and this and that, the constructive South is just like, you don't be saying stuff like that. Because why? Because you could get caught up. In this scenario, we're like, oh, well, Big D, you're talking about this. Well, I can't. Because, hey, I just lived it. But I didn't go to prison. I didn't do this. You don't hear me. I'm talking about the consequences that were headed my way. The could have. This could have happened to me. Could happen to you. That's where I'm at. So, these prison channels that talk this, there's some good ones, and they speak on some tail end stuff, and I respect that. But that's really not teaching. If you're not against the system, what I mean by that is just like, hey, you have no business there. You shouldn't be. You should be educating yourself. Let's get along. Black and brown, white, Asian, education. Those are the stuff. I remember telling people, youngsters coming to my neighborhood, like, hey, homie, like, you're already 17, 18. Your term's passed, dog. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't have a dad. I don't have a mom. Well, you better go kiss grandma, dog. You better go to school, get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, find something else besides the realm. You don't got to go out there trying to kill people, do drugs. Look what people are turning to, man, straight up. Don't believe the hype, man, and that's where people are at. You got new drugs that are out there. It's just so much destruction. It's just crazy, man. And the last place you want to be following up, tapping in is in jail or prison, man. I know Crip Mac and this and that, doing this and that, but I don't want to be that, to tell you the truth. I don't want to be like these other prison channels, this and that, because I don't know if they're telling the truth or not. You got to understand that, man. These people know how to wiggle, they know how to manipulate, lie, cheat, steal, I mean, they had nothing but time to do that.
And again, the key word is content. Everyone now chases the quote unquote content, so they'll do anything, man. So
yeah, Yeah, and that's where it's at, man. And like I said, I'm not low blowing these prison channels or so forth. I'm just telling you guys, be careful and be wise, because if you have no structure, no understanding behind it, you can't tell from friend from foe. You're just gonna get hit. And then when this person or these individuals come out and you see them, act the way they act, or how the repercussion, and then you're disappointed. All of a sudden you're mad. Who you mad at? Them or you? Don't be mad at them.
Right,
Because, they
right.
feel you. You know what I mean?
Right,
You still in life today. You got to be skeptic. You know what I mean? You have to have that little skeptic, like, wow, I don't know about that guy. I'll give him a chance, but hey, let me see what he's all about. And that's where judgment comes in. You, me, and everybody else in this world, man, that taps into everything. Use your best judgment in life, man. If I tell you, hey, going to jail is a good thing, and you're going to use your best judgment and say, all right, Big D sent me here. Hey, how'd you get to prison? Well, Big D said it. It was cool. And I'm going to call at you and laugh at you still, It's just like, hey, that's how those kind of streets, prison mentality, they come back. But like I said, I'm not trying to, there's a few that talk about some stuff that's real. They all talk about real stuff, but it's more glorifying them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to glorify anybody, that's been in jail. I've been there, done that. I didn't have to go to prison, Steve. I got it from my older homies. And look where it's led me. Almost freaking, I thought I was going to the feds. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, because Big D had a channel. This is what's going on. And I thought I was going to be the first one hit. That's why I had people that I didn't even know of, social media, texts. It was just crazy. People text me, hey, bro, did you hear it? Right when after my family member told me, like, hey, this was happening. The next, the text started. It was crazy because once he did it, it was like 5:36 in the morning, and then everything, boom. Did you hear this? Boom, boom. If I were you, boom. I don't even know these people. Yo, bro, you know what I mean? It's, you don't know me, but if I were you, dog, you know what I mean? I take your channel down. If you don't know this, I do this. You don't know that, like whoa, man. And I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I go to church, bro. Just talking. What are you talking about? That don't matter, bro. The consequences you do today's life could reflect on what your future is later on, to tell you the truth. How could I say this? I hung around with a certain individual I seen on the TV that day, man. Guy has nothing to do with anything, just a born savior guy, he knows Jesus, this and that. And he was sitting there, bro. Why? In my mind, I was thinking, why him? Why him? Because his associations back then. It's a reflex, cause and effect. Maybe they thought this guy was this guy. Like, hey, they're just trying to get somebody. Just like Street TV said, they were just looking for anybody, man. And that's how the RICO thing works, bro. I had to dab into it and educate myself. What the hell is the RICO law? What's this? What's that? And I was like, whoa, man, Bugsy Cecil, Bugsy, Capone, Donald Trump. I was like, dude, this is not cool, man. The place that I tried to avoid all my life is just like,
that's the new thing. I mean, RICO has been around, but it was more little more different back in the day, a little more heavier to what now they're attaching it like, RICO is almost like they can put that on anyone now. You know what I mean? And it's like, but RICO carries serious charge. So that's what they're doing, where they're strategic with it.
Yeah,
it could be small, but they bring it to you and it's heavy because that RICO carries a lot of weight.
Right. It's like a like gentrification, right? They just want to take the hood out of the map. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. They'll wipe you out, and they could do that because there's the law. So reverting back to what I was saying earlier, man. For these few channels, if you look at it, you go back, everybody's saying Almani. Let me clarify one thing, bro. My neighborhood is not in Almani, dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I know the social media is behind it. The publicity, whatever they wanted to make of us, they made it. And that's what they could do, because if they got the media, they got the charges and everything else, and they'll make you feel this small, to tell you the truth. And that's how I felt, man. It's just like, hey, when are they going to kick my door? Not because I was scared. I was more fear for my family, to tell you the truth. Now, it's only been a couple months. I pray to God that the door don't get kicked in. But, hey, I pray for my, the homies that are just, facing what they are facing. And at that time, we man up, man. That's just basically it. And if you guys want to be out there doing your thing, you want to be like RBL Posse and hanging on the hood and, listen to my creep and all that, don't be crying, when it comes hit you. But, don't, how do I say it? Don't put other people in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to be a part of that organization or affiliated with it and doing some crazy stuff and this and that, and they come and hit you and they think you're Todd or they think you're Mike or they think you're Robert, you know what I mean? And they get you for it, you better be a man and just, you know, that's what it's all about. If that's the type of lifestyle you want to live, if that's where you want to go, then hey, it's all for you. But, you know, just that being alone, man, is just, those were my transitions. Those were my thoughts, man. That's what I've been going through. Thank God, even though, you know, family and some friends, I mean, I lost like 6 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? So where are your 6 subscribers at? You know, make sure you guys subscribe back to my channel, man, because I need you. But like I said, man, I do this for fun, man. You already know, Pops, you know. If there's any kind of money to be made on this, it's going to be investing back into the community, man, you know. Be investing back to my freaking, you know, my freaking subscribers and so forth, man. I don't need the gold chains. I could do that myself. You know what I'm saying? I could make my own money, have my own cars, have my own gold. I don't need you to do that, man. Let's do bigger things. Let's do other things. I see other channels. They're out there doing community things, and that's where we're at, man. You know, we got to keep our people, black, brown, white, out of the prison systems, out of the juvenile hall systems, man. Who wants to live in fear where grandma's cooking sopa, this, and then they come on your door because of your stupid act? You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to jail in front of your grandma, in front of your mother, in front of your kids, in front of your wife. I mean, there was just so much stuff that, you know, like, man, I haven't even started yet, man, you know? It's just, I got so much content in my life, so much things to do. I was just like, what happened, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, put your channel down, you know, and just like it was just like in these last couple months, man, it's just like a fiend. I like see G Lew come out and everybody's on. I'm just like, oh, man, you know? But I've been hitting up a little bit of here, you know, I've been out there, you know, I've been on some other channels, just, you know, popping my head in, saying "Cubo" to everybody, you know, big shout outs here and this and that. But yeah, there's a lot to be done, man. And I just want you guys to know, like, hey, you know, I'm back. I'm alive. I'm free. I'm blessed, you know, and that's the way it is. I want you guys to, you know, manufacture that too and construct that in your guys' life. You know, nobody's perfect, man. We're a community. We're a small community, to tell you the truth, of righteousness, keeping it real, doing the right things, sending out positive messages. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know, and we need to grow with that, man, whether it's music, food, you know, there's a lot of great people on YouTube. I seen Drunken Chef, you know, shout out to Drunken Chef. His channel got put down.
Yeah, like, what? Wow.
For what?
What up, much love. Yeah. What up, Lena? Yeah. I seen that. I'm glad he got his channel back though. But shout out to Drunken Chef. Anybody, you know, he lost his channel. Make sure you go back and subscribe. Support the homie because he's a good one too, man. But YouTube has been on one. They was on me a few weeks ago, heavy. You know, so it's a lot going on. So yeah,
it's control, man. You know, basically, man. You know, they see so many people making so much content out there, making money, and they're sending the wrong message. You know, so I'm not mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, if these guys glorify using our channel about prison or whatever they talk about, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just trying to hit the prison channel. You know, I support my prisoners, man. You know, all the homies upstate doing their thing, man. Whether right or wrong, we ain't judging them. You know, it's just, these are just truth, man. You know, we make the wrong decisions, there's consequences. But anyways, like I said, you don't got to be a prison channel. Like I said, my boy Drunken Chef, man, positive. It's a cooking channel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like, why? What happened? I
make ribs, you know what I mean? Make some sopa, you know what I mean? Tortillas, and bam. You know, and how you think that feels, man? You know, it's just like people try to dictate control. If you want to be controlled, then hey, then go somewhere else, you know, because you ain't gonna get it here, man. We speak facts and truth. Well, you know, how Big D don't believe in facts, man. You know, facts change all the time, you know. I just believe in truth, man. Don't come at me any other way. I don't got to go to prison or go to high places for that stuff. You know, I've been in many high places, seen many people, seen many freaks, you know, and hey, that's all I could say, man, you know. But we back, we doing our thing. It's been a blessing. Like I said, man, Pops, you know, shout out to you, man, and DD Hairston and like I said, House of Tattoos, you know, I've been, and Crust, man, you know, these are the 3 individuals, you know, that I've been talking to and letting them know how, you know, how I'm going to move, man. I've been wiggling and it's been fiending. It's been an itch. And today, honestly, it feels good to come out. You know, we're homeboys and we're going to keep preaching that positive stuff, man. But that's just a little what's been going on in my life. Shout out to my homies that are out there. You know, if they're watching this, you know, big shout out to the homies from Quiet Village, you know, Whittier. And, you know, we back, man. You know, rest in peace to all the officers. You know, shout out to our police departments, our first responders that come, you know, because they do put their lives, you know, at risk, man. And like I said, you know, 2 years ago, it was a crucial tragedy. You know, there's a lot of heat towards that. We're talking about politics like 30 minutes. We didn't want to go there. But maybe this is the power of voting, man. You know, me and G Lew did a little thing about voting last year, and look where the world's at right now. You know, where because of it, or the United States. You know, we got there's no law. Then all you see is, you know, you see all destruction and corruption and this and that. And why you complain? You know, doing heroin in front of schools, in front of, you know, these high cities and stuff like that. It's just like you take away the law. There was something on the other day. I don't know if you've seen it, Pops. Over here. Some young girl, man, she got slammed down by one of the officers, man. It's all over social media, especially over here in Southern California, right? Yeah, she got slammed down, but, you know, real bad. She broke her whole collarbone. 6 years old, man. You know, she was close to the officer. He had a gun, or I don't know, one of those little things. She was leaning towards it, but see, it's just like, if you give reasoning, you give police officers, you give the law a freaky little foot, man. You know, they're gonna get you, man. And if you put yourself there, I understand she was fighting. She was getting picked on. There was another girl. They were fighting and this and that. She tried to go up. She was the one that was a victim of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna go there. But if you show any type of, that's the thing, whether good or bad, we don't know how to. But that if you give them any little inch, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna take the whole foot and commence to whoop your ass. So they don't care who you are. You know what I mean? You get that little bit of action and say you resisted or you put them in danger.
Even if you're the victim, you know, even how many times have they came to your house and it's just like, I mean, I'm not a cop caller, but I called a couple of times like, yeah, dog,
you turn into,
I could have handled this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not
when you deal with the law, homie. Like, if you don't know what you're dealing with, don't deal with it. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? If you're one of the ones that don't know the law, that's why it's good to know the law too. You know
your
know
shit.
The law. Yeah.
And that's about educating yourself, right? If you know me, you know, Big D is all about education. Daughter just graduated. She's going to college. My wife's got a prison, did so many years. She's just graduated. You know, I'm almost there. I got 63 credits. You know, I'm going to finish it, man. You know, educate yourself.
Salute to your wife, man, and your daughter. You know what I mean? Salute to your wife for, you know, achieving that milestone too. What up, Monica?
Yeah, man. And that's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to change curses, man. I'm trying to break curses and stuff like that, man. And that's where I'm at. But with this whole ordeal to the last 2 months, you know, I say, look it, you know, it's just things, no matter how good you think you are or how much you could get away with stuff. It's just like a man, right? You know, he's married and he thinks he can have an affair, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing that there's consequences. Why? Because you already know you're freaking married, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, how hard does that? I mean, if you don't understand that, then you ain't practicing A and B, bro. Because
right.
You know, when C comes, you're gonna see your way out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
So, you know, it's just, you got to be careful. It's all about making better judgments, man. You know, that's what it is. You know, today's topic, if I could leave it with something, man, make better judgments, man. You know, and appreciate what you got. That's another one. You know what I'm saying? And respect everybody, man. You know, it doesn't matter about color. I don't care if they're poor. I don't care if they're homeless. Please, we should not be judging, man. You know, like I said, I got judged by my own family. Like, you know, certain individuals, like, I don't want to talk to you. I was like, what? Like, damn, we roll, homie. Like, you know, I've been coming here for a whole year. Don't you think they would have hit this place already? Like, come on, dog. Like, you know. But that's reality, man. You know, and a lot of us, you know, we got to face the reality sometimes. So whatever you guys are going through, whatever your milestone is, trust me, man. Other people have it worse. You know, just make the right decisions, and you overcome your situations, man. You know, remove your own mountains, climb your own hills. You know, work for your own money. Don't hustle people. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't be the borrower, be the lender. You know what I'm saying? That's the Bible says.
That part.
There's so much stuff that, like I said, and educate yourself, man. Educate yourself. But like I said, man, I don't want to make it too much. This is the way it's gonna be. You know, if you guys have any questions to tell the truth, we'll still run it, man. Put that number up, you know.
Yeah. We're gonna put this number up before we get out of here. We're gonna take a few more minutes, but anyone wants to call, that's the number right there. We're gonna take a quick minute to call in, chime in.
We're feeling it, man. We're feeling it. We'll stay out here for you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I know there's other channels that are coming on, but hey, you know, it's I walk in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? They walk on theirs. You know, I respect them. You know, I holler at them, but hey, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, yeah, I feel that, man. feel it, man, because that's what we do. Because if you ain't feeling it, then you ain't active. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, how you been, Pops, man? You know, it's been a minute, homie.
Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, ups and downs, smiles and frowns, rain or shine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
We're gonna
There
keep,
will
we're
be
gonna just
ups and
we're gonna
downs.
keep pushing, homie. As long as we got life, breath, air, you know what I mean? God is blessing me with my main essentials, homie. I ain't gonna complain too much. And if
Yeah.
I am complaining, if it's too much, you just won't see me, homie. You know what I mean? So you see, if you know you see me, it's okay. You know what I
Hey,
mean? So,
hey, we did positive things over here, man. Since I met you, your channel has blown up, bro. Slowly but
thank
surely.
you, brother.
Like you said, it's a race. We're not trying to win the world, bro. But hey, you know, if you're overseas, this to everybody that's overseas, black, brown. Like I said, man, I'm international. You don't know where Big D's been, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still
Hey,
working.
just
I'm still
Big
working.
D,
I'm still going to the gym. Still hitting it, eating right. You know, shoot, ain't nothing gonna stop me, man. You know,
let's take a caller.
take it.
Caller, hello. What happened?
Come on,
Hold on.
come on.
Uh-oh, we lost the caller. Hold on.
Be generous. Be generous.
Okay, there we go. Caller, hello. Oh, I know it's wrong. My bad. Here we go. Caller, hello.
Hello,
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh, good. I know I only.
Identify
Hi,
yourself.
I know
brothers
that
from
voice.
another mother.
I know that voice.
My brothers from another mother.
Is that
Yeah.
Denise? Is that DC? Denise Castillo?
What up, Big Day?
Damn, Orange County in the house, baby. You know that's my ride or die sister right there. Keep it gangster, baby.
Oh,
What up, sis?
you know.
What up, sis?
Hey, I was just calling in. How you doing, G?
I'm good. Glad to hear your voice. How are you?
Right on. I'm good. I just drove up to the house, so I'm trying to get some stuff ready. But I wanted to call in because I was listening to my brother Big D story on the way home, and I was like, man, what a trip, you know. My cousin did 11 years on the Rico back in 2002, I think,
Right.
when a lot of stuff was going down as well. But yeah, he's 110% right. Is that, you know, it comes back to haunt you, and you have no idea at the time what's really going on. But you always have to remember that things do come back, you know, around later on in life, and you're just like, wow, what a trip, you know?
Yes.
Right. And this was consequences of somebody else's action. Believe it, you know, believe that part right there, you know. It's not like I went out and did it, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for sure. And same with him too. I mean, but yeah, for doing a lot of time for something somebody else did too, you know?
Right.
And Jojo, hi Jojo.
What up, Jojo?
And so just wanted to give you props. I'm glad to see you back. You know, I was always like, I've texted you already, bro, but
Yeah, I talked to you too, Denise. You're another one that I was talking to too, you know. Big shout out to you. I appreciate you being by my side and just guiding me through this journey, man. You know, so you know, I consider you family. You know what's up. You know, I respect you and your husband, man, and you know, I can't wait to, you know, endeavor some more relationships, man, and build those relationships. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, just doing the right thing, man. Instead of doing time, it's just behind the bars and wasting time. You know, we're doing things out here. You know.
Heck yeah, for sure. I know. And the time we were supposed to meet up is when everything went, you know.
Right. From that part, huh? From that part. From the last reunion, G Lew went, and shit just went like to the curb. It was all right there. It was a positive thing, you know. Like I said, my wife graduated, my daughter graduated, got a new job, but then again, things were just like, I just got bombarded. That's how I felt. And I was just like, damn, man, it's just like, where my people at? And like I said, family just turned there. Some of them just like, I was just like, man, not even Denise or G Lew would do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Hey, I need somewhere to hide it because
Stop.
Hey, I already know, man. I rode with Denise. Denise is not playing, dude.
Denise have your back.
You're a small little homie, but let me tell you,
she can have your back. Denise is a real one. I'm gonna tell you, Denise is a real one, homie. Much love to you, Denise. We love you.
Denise will be out there, right, with House of Tattoos.
What you guys got on the show tonight, Denise?
You know what? I was just gonna tell you guys. We're Jojo's on here. He's in the chat, and we're gonna have him on for a little while. You know, he's going through what he's going through with his dad, so we're gonna try to try to raise him some money, and get him started to do what he does. He is a chef, and
Right.
well, you know what? I'm gonna wait and call from
Grab it.
Oh, hold on. My bad.
Six
Go ahead.
JoJo tonight, and we're just gonna try to not cry. I know we
Yeah.
will, but we've had somebody pass away due to cancer. I think we all have,
Right.
and that sickness is something else. And again, it I know we've all been through that, so
Right.
we're gonna discuss that, and we'll be tuned in at 6:30.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
JoJo's on the chat right. JoJo's on the chat right now, so let's just get some respect. Hey, JoJo, saludos, respect to you. Sorry for your loss of your father or your family
I don't
member.
think he's on yet, right? No, Denise?
Huh?
I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't know. But
What?
about his father.
No, he's still here with
Yeah,
us.
he's still here. That's why I said Big D said,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to say that. Yeah.
Or family member or family
For
condolences.
So for
Yes.
those of you guys that
Yes.
can't tune in tonight, we're gonna try to raise some money. His cash app will be on the bottom, and we just want to get him started to be able to JoJo's a chef, so without the food and stuff like that,
Right.
he can't do anything. So we're gonna get him started, and we're gonna help him out in that way. That way he can go out and do his thing, and earn some money. Money.
Yeah, can I hit on that real quick, man? Yeah, shout out to you and Jen Magana, man, for doing that for JoJo, man. That takes a lot, and that's the kind of community and support that you want. This right here, real people, the real ones, that are out there to go out their way and see what you can. And it's not asking you to give anything, but if you feel it out of your heart, that's what we want. It's better to give than receive, man. There's much more to give than to take. To tell
And
you
you know what, bro?
That
You know
part.
that you get blessed back, right? You know that. Whether
Right.
it's like tomorrow or next month or in 6 months, God's gonna see
That
that
part.
you're a giver, and He always comes through, no matter what. So I know that He
Yes.
does for me, and if I give $5 or $10 here and there, and I try to do it everywhere,
Right.
and it comes back.
That's a
So I ain't trying to
That's
sit
a
here
fact.
and
And look, Denise, not even the fact that it comes back money wise, but the fact how we
Yeah.
are. You are blessed, Denise. Big D's
Yeah.
blessed.
yeah.
We're blessed in many ways that people don't even know. It's always not about
Right.
financial or money. We're blessed with
Today,
health to be here and be doing what we
Yep.
do. You know what I mean? We're blessed in so many
Yep.
ways, and that's like you
That's
said,
right.
what it comes from. So the Lord,
Yeah,
He's gonna.
it doesn't always
he's gonna,
have to be money.
it
See?
doesn't.
You're right.
It doesn't.
You're right.
So never
1000%
hesitate
right.
to give back or help someone if you are able to do so.
Right.
Yeah.
Never hesitate.
No, yeah.
Right.
Do
That's
what your heart tells you to do, and whether you get it back in food, in gas, in whatever, whatever, it will come back to you. Trust me.
Yes.
Trust me.
That's what the Bible says. Be a cheerful giver, man.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And that's true.
And-
We don't
and
know.
Denise, let people,
Birds, they don't know if they're going to get fed, but they do, right?
That part.
right. Denise, let people know where we could find you in a couple minutes.
Yeah. So in about at 6:30, we're going to be on Jen Magana's channel. It's called The Round Table,
Right.
and just tap in there. Just look up Jen Magana, Maganas, Magana,
Right.
or Maga, Magana, and we'll be on there in just a few minutes.
Hey, Didi said, can we put JoJo's Cash App in the chat?
Yeah, I
wait.
could probably. How do you do that? I don't know.
I don't know. Whoever has his cash, it would just put it there. Or
I have
like,
his cast up. I just don't know how to copy.
oh, I
paste
get it. I
on
get it.
that.
I get it. I don't know if whoever has the Cash App, you can put it there.
Right.
In
I
the
can send
chat
it
if you're
to
able.
you right here on Gmail.
Also, we can go to Jen Magana's channel. I'm pretty sure they'll have it
Just
posted
go-
there.
Like I said,
Yeah,
or just
just
go
go
right
there.
now when you leave here to Jim Maganya's channel, Convicted Hearts, and we're gonna all show up tonight. And we're gonna represent for
Yeah.
JoJo, and we're gonna show love tonight. So everyone, just make sure you
That's
go
right.
to that channel, and we're gonna
Right.
show out tonight.
That's
my
what
Yep.
we do. That's what we do, people.
We'll be on there live. We'll be representing his pops, and we'll be just having a good story time. And but yeah, I wanted to say to you guys keep doing what you do, and brother Big D, keep pushing on, keep pushing forward. I know that God has you, and nothing's gonna,
Thank you.
nothing's gonna happen to you. You already know. God has your back, and I know that we do things as youngsters that we don't think, would come around, but they do, and we figure them out, and life goes on.
Exactly. I appreciate that, Denise, man. Much love to you and your family, and your husband, and your daughters, man. Appreciate you, man.
National Daughters
Thank
Day.
you,
Shout
thank
out to all the daughters today. You know what I mean? All the beautiful daughters. Shout out to our daughters.
Shout out, man.
All right.
Shout out to life.
Again, to your family, Big D, your wife and your daughter. Congrats to them, for doing what they have to do too. It only gets better from here. I'm telling you. I got a 33, soon to be 30, and a 25-year-old, and trust me, it never ends.
Never ends. It never ends.
No, it don't.
Beautiful. You have a beautiful daughter
Right when
too.
you think it does,
Beautiful
the Pampers
daughters.
and the diapers and with the diapers and all that, don't. It continues.
Okay, you so trip out on this. I thought it did too. I thought when my daughter graduated, it was gonna be over. Guess what? I gotta take her to work. I gotta take her to school. I was like, I thought it was gonna be over with, man. What the hell? I had a scrimmage back over here real quick. I was ready running late. Like, oh shoot, I gotta be on the G Lew show. Taking my daughter to school, doing what daddy needs to do. Real men. You know what I'm saying? That's what a real man, real woman is. Be there for your kids, man. If you can be there for your kids, I'm pretty sure you could be there for others.
Right? Yep. And just to point something out, my husband hurt his back like a week ago, and he keeps, he doesn't stop him from going to work. But I'm just like, dude, you need to slow down. You have to.
But we don't know how to do that. We don't know how to do that unless we're really all the way shut down. Like if we can't even get up. But if we can get up, we can make it happen.
The body's gonna let you know.
Yeah.
The body will let you know. The mind has a different plan, but the body will let you know.
Shout out to your husband, though. Prayers up to your husband.
Prayers to your husband.
He gets well. Yes.
You get a prayer. He gets a prayer. Everybody gets a prayer today. You know what I'm saying? It's Taco Tuesday, but it's Prayer Tuesday today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Denise, man, thank you. Appreciate you. You've been my day wonder, and we'll see you right now, man.
Yep.
Thank you. And yes, always, as long as I can, you guys, both of you guys are in my heart and on my mind, and you're there. I'm with you.
Thank you, Denise. We love you.
All right, guys.
Love you, sis. All right, see you soon.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Right now.
Peace.
Any more callers? I know there was other people calling back.
A couple people called. If you can call back, I know we couldn't get you in, but if you can call back, you want to call back, we got a few minutes left. If you want to call back in, call back. Let me put the number back up. But yeah, if you want to call back in, that's it right there. Let's talk about it.
I see right here, it says, Lena Loke says, I miss, it is my dad. I didn't tell him nothing. He's in trouble.
Oh.
Okay.
Shout out to, she said that because their family, shout out to the Contreras family. They show a lot of love over here and support. So I know they would have been here if they could have. So shout out to Spank.
That sounds familiar.
They represent. Yeah, they represent, homie. So shout out to the Contreras family in Montebello. Much love and respect.
There you go.
Montebello,
that's my own stomping ground right there. Montebello. I'm
back in the day, Montebello, boy.
Whittier, homie. 19th Street in Whittier. If you know where that's at, then holla at me. You know what I mean? Lena Lux, you know where that's at? 19th Whittier Boulevard. I had to set up right there too. Throw your setup in the air.
Homie.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Montebello, man. Beautiful city out there, man. It's on top of Whittier Boulevard too. There's a lot of cities that get to hold Whittier Boulevard and claim it. You know what I'm saying? So very iconic, street. And a lot of people show all love out there too, man. If you guys are out there, be respectful. There's a lot of cruising. There's a lot of knuckleheads out there. Shout out to the knuckleheads. Hey, just keep it clean. Hey? Chains and bottles. Hey, no guns, no violence.
Keep it clean. That's the best thing to say. Keep it clean, homie.
Keep it clean.
Shout out to Montebello.
A couple of knots or black eyes or broken. You could heal from that, but taking somebody's life, it's a different kind of recovery, straight up, man, it's a different kind of recovery. But shout out to Denise, man. She's cool.
Shout out to Denise for calling in. Much love. Denise always has our back, man. Much love to her. And I don't know. I guess we'll get ready to wrap it up. What are we gonna leave the people with? Because we talked about a lot, Big D. What What do we want to leave the people with tonight? And what do we got? What do we got to look forward to? Because we're back, man. Let's
man.
talk about it. Every Tuesday night, Big D's back with his channel. You know, Big D goes live randomly and always speaking facts and truth and you know, good stuff. So what do we got to come and what are we going to leave the people with, Big D?
For sure. Like I said, like Pop said, man, make sure you guys tap into my channel. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Underneath the trolls, underneath the haters, man, you know, spread the word. You know, we're about positive notions over there, positive things. Tell your mom, tell your friend, tell your grandma, tell everybody, you know, what we're doing. I'll throw out some more content. You guys know I don't like just to sit behind the scene. I'm out there on the streets doing my things. So I bring a little bit of everything. Make sure you tap in. I'm gonna hopefully I can have Pops over and a few other people to let's pick them. Football's
Big
back.
D. But look, we said we talked about that too, Big D. When I get back, we want to start in the streets though, like what we do, and let's talk about it.
Right.
So are we doing? Well, go ahead, bro. I just want to mention that because we want to do that in the future too. We're gonna hit the streets, homie.
Right. You already know. We talked about that a lot. You know, movie clippings. You know, rap videos, all that good stuff, man. We're into everything right here. You know, it's a matter of just finding the right people and just you know, there's money that's involved. You know, a lot of finances. Time's another thing. Making time for family. So it's a little bit of everything. Just keep us in your prayers. But we're going to keep doing what we're doing now. And like I said, man, there's a lot of stuff to be looking out for. So make sure you tap in. Let's go worldwide, baby. Let's not just keep it nation, man. I think of big things. I've been across the world. And we're just going to try to make it fun and let's make it and try to learn from one another, to tell you the truth. We really got to learn from one another, love one another, and support one another. So, you know, I'll leave you with that.
All right. There it is. And I'm going to leave you with this, people. Thank you, everyone, man, for the love and support. You know, this is what we do. And like we spoke about throughout the whole show, we're going to promote love, you know what I mean? Respect and motivation and how we can be better. We're not going to come on here and speak about because we all lived it and we know this stuff, but we're not going to get on here and glorify the BS. We're not going to do none of that. We're blessed to be where we are and we're thankful that we made it through what we made it through. We're not going to glorify anything. We're going to speak the real. We're going to interact with good people, and we're always going to invite positive conversation and how we can uplift each other and make each other better. That's all we want to do over here. So if you want to tune into that, this is what we're doing. Let's talk about it every Tuesday night. Follow my homeboy Big D because he always keeps it real. You know what I mean? Tap into him, and you already know what we do. We love, and that's what we're going to do, promote love and good music, homie. That's what we do. So shout out to everyone out there who supported this show tonight.
Appreciate
all
you.
the love in the chats. We love you all. And shout out to my boy Jojo, my brother. We're going to go over here to Convicted Hearts and show love to him. And then don't forget, too, November 18th, we're going to come together, me and JoJo, and give a big celebration and celebrate everyone, you know what I mean, and show love. So don't forget about that. But thank you, everyone, and thank you, Big D, my brother from another, homie. I love you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate, man. Thank this platform. Thank you, DD Hairston, for making it happen. And like I tell you guys many times, I'm gonna leave you guys the way I came in, with love and respect. Bah, keep working out. I'll see you later.
That part. That part. And we're out of here, y'all. Peace and love. Go over to Jim McGonagall's channel right now. Check it out.
Jim McGonagall, Convicted Hearts.
Convicted Hearts, y'all. We're out of here. Peace. Thank you. Shout out to Nate Love, too. Oldies Rule Forever Sundays. Don't forget to check us out. And we love you all. Peace.